encore vivante.
Cette gare, c'est dans un sale état.
Ah, putain!
Elle tiendra un mois à tout casser. Sérieux, on pourrait pas s'arrêter là pour aujourd'hui.
Ouais, descends l'infecté de lac, on remet les pièges en place.
T'es sûr, mec? Ça vaut vraiment le coup de la ramener. Elle est pas si... Merde!
Oh, elle t'a mordu?
Oh, non, j'ai rien. Oh, j'ai rien. Oh putain. Tu trouves ça drôle?
Je crois que t'as chié dans ton froc.
T'as dit quoi, là?
J'ai dit que t'es une vraie mauviette.
Ah, tu te crois marrante, c'est ça, hein? Allez, debout!
Arrête!
Debout!
Ça vaut pas le coup!
Je m'en fous! On va claquer de toute façon! Viens là, toi! Ça aussi, c'est drôle, hein? Rigole!
Chier, là!
Rigole!
Attends, tu as dit Abby! Tu cherches une Abby, pas vrai? On en a chopé une, il y a quelques mois.
Ouais, c'est ça.
Une fille musclée, blonde, des bras comme les miens, accompagnée d'un petit merdeux avec des cicatrices bizarres. Ouais, c'est bien elle. Laisse-moi partir. Je te dirai où elle est. Tu la trouveras avant que l'infection prenne le dessus.
Parle.
Elle est dans une cellule, dans notre camp.
Et c'est où, ça?
Va de ce côté-là, jusqu'à la voie ferrée. Ça t'amènera à un complexe. On les met dans le grand bâtiment circulaire. Je te le jure.
We've ever known.
Staring him in the eye as he's dying. Just a hint that the injury's getting worse and worse.
But again, she's not gonna stop.
She can't. Not yet.
Voie ferrée jusqu'au complexe. Grand bâtiment circulaire. Voie ferrée jusqu'au complexe. Grand bâtiment circulaire. Merde.
Par ici! Visez les jambes!
Je retournerai pas!
C'est un flingue! Il a un flingue!
Je retournerai pas!
Putain de merde!
Où est-ce qu'il a trouvé un flingue, bordel? Dis aux autres de ratisser le secteur. Vérifiez que c'est le seul à être sorti. Et faites gaffe aux infectés.
Ouais.
Si j'apprends que quelqu'un l'a aidé, cette raflure est bonne pour la piscine. Quel gâchis.
Ça faisait un moment qu'il jouait au con. C'est le troisième ce mois-ci. Tu devrais mettre plus de gars au portail.
Y aurait pas besoin si les gars du portail faisaient leur putain de boulot. Va jeter un œil. Je veux être sûr qu'il était seul. Tu vois quoi? Merde, non.
Suivant. Bon. Où sont les autres?
Évasion!
Merde! Ici, là! Je te trouverai.
Elle est où, cette voix? Ok. Voie ferrée jusqu'au complexe.
C'est parti!
Putain. Ça, c'est un grand bâtiment circulaire. Comment je vais entrer là-dedans? Salut.
Allez, tu vas y arriver. Encore un petit effort, mon grand.
Laisse-le tranquille. Il ressent rien du tout.
Allez, laisse-moi. Je lui ai promis que je lui ferais ça.
Franchement, t'as rien de mieux à foutre.
Je parie que tu regrettes d'avoir essayé de t'enfuir. Hein, Anthony?
ça venait de là-bas.
Évasion! Par là-bas!
Ok. Le bâtiment circulaire, c'est là. Quelle bande d'enfoirés.
Évasion d'infectés! Merde! Mais comment?
Ok.
Elle est partie par là! Elle est partie! Aidez-la et butez-la!
Gueule.
Attention! Elle s'enfuit!
Non.
Faut pas qu'elle s'échappe. Forcez le passage. Ouais, ok.
Qu'est-ce qui s'est passé?
J'en sais rien. Ça doit être un putain d'évadé.
Merde! On se disperse! Protégez la tour!
Merde! Évasion! Par ici! On fonce! C'est bon! Fais toucher! De ce côté!
On avance!
Si tu veux me tuer, vis-y-en. Si t'as le cran.
Remember this. Yeah, so the idea, right? She gets hit right at her injury. I like how badass this scene is. And the desperation.
Ugh.
Remember the thumb to the eye.
J'ai les clés. Ouais.
This is Matthew Mercer.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
What I like about this sequence too is like you can look at everything that Ellie does is so ugly and so brutal and so unnecessary, but had she not come after Abby, who knows if these people would have ever been free, who knows if this uprising would have ever happened, right? So again, there's these butterfly wings happening because of all of the choices she's made, that none of them are just black and white. You've got this constant gray you have to reconcile with.
Oh, they're staring at her like she's some kind of wild animal. Again, like there's this whole crazy thing going on here of like slaves and slavers, and Ellie cares none of that. It's just she's so single-minded about Abby, and pretty soon, she, like in gameplay, she's gonna just start repeating Abby, Abby.
I wonder how much of Ellie is hoping to die in that fight.
Est-ce que t'es... Abby! C'est toi.
But I love how surprising the speed is, right? It's like you keep moving towards this idea of this fight, and the whole way you're like, Ellie, you're too fucked up, don't do this, don't face Abby, we know what she's like, and now you come to this absolutely wrecked, frail.
I also love, it's pretty much wordless, and you could tell so much with the performance what's going on in their heads, and you could see Ellie's confusion and anger and sadness for what she's witnessing.
Yeah, it's hard. It's like finally the prize is right there, and now it just doesn't feel as satisfying.
I always read that like their boats to sway moment is like if I'm nice to her, if I'm just like treat her like not my enemy, then maybe like this will all go by quietly.
To me, this is a really nice mirror beat of Joel with Ellie, Joel carrying Ellie, right? And so you have that invocation, and Ellie just has to watch it, has to watch this embodiment of somebody who represents every good part of Joel.
It makes me so sad. This scene. It's just because Ellie doesn't know what to do with all of that anger and that hurt from losing Joel. And now this is the moment.
Yeah, because at this point, that's all Ellie has left. It's just this fucked up quest. Yeah, imagine having that image stuck in your head and not knowing how to get rid of it.
Yeah. And killing somebody else is not going to do it, but
you have to get to that point. You have to realize it yourself.
Mm-hmm. This was we actually had a really fun day.
Yeah.
As hard as this scene was, and it's so funny doing this with one of your best friends, of just like fighting each other, pulling her.
I think that threat is fake, right? It's I don't think.
Yes. I don't think
she's bluffing.
I absolutely think she's bluffing.
Really?
Yeah.
Yes, but I agree, but what would have happened if Abby was like,
No.
Like, I feel like she still would have pushed that. I would think she would have pushed that knife in.
This is great that there's all these different interpretations.
That's
'cause
so cool.
I don't think she would. There were all these other versions of how Ellie lost her fingers. You remember, Hallie, of like, there used to be when someone was waiting for her at the farm and then tortured her in retribution for what happened in Seattle.
Oh, I didn't know that.
It was like the parent or somebody of somebody who died, of like an NPC essentially, who came, and so you're seeing that cyclical nature of violence of like, you killed my person, you killed my person, you killed my person. So somebody you didn't even realize you'd really killed tracks Ellie down.
Wow.
I love how you pin her.
Was that Abby dies here, and it would have been such a different game, I think, if right now there was just a body underwater and Ellie was having this moment. Yeah, you didn't know that?
I did not know Abby died here originally.
Originally, like, I think both Yara and Lev died, and this was just Abby by herself when you meet up with her. And then Ellie kills Abby.
Rough.
Yeah.
I think leaving Ellie with 3% of the humanity that she got from who she was, that good kid, that scrappy kid that Joel helped shape. I think if she killed Abby, you'd never see that kid again. And this gives a hope that she's still in there a little bit. And
messy, and that's the story was always meant to be very messy in that way, that there aren't these clear-cut answers.
to me, that moment is 2 more seconds, this girl is dead. So I already know what this feels like. I can see what I'm going to feel like 5 seconds from now.
Yes.
And it's no different.
Yes.
So why? Originally, the house was fully empty, and there was a concern, I think, that we had that it's going to feel like something bad happened to Dina, and we don't want to make it feel like it's...
Right.
That's the thought in her head. It's more, Dina has made that choice to move back.
If she had to move back too, she couldn't stay there alone with a baby. It was too dangerous.
But I do think there's something poetic in, like, she didn't take Ellie's things with her.
Yeah.
There wasn't a, I'm waiting for you, I'm going to build her home. It's I'm letting this, I'm letting this die, yeah, here. And I'm going to let everything rot for you.
Well, that's really bleak.
Yeah, we wanted to create a metaphor for the unintended consequences of pursuing justice at any cost. And here we get to feel it of the song that means so much to Ellie, she just can't play it anymore. Also interesting thinking about Joel's headspace right now, like just been humiliated by Ellie in front of everyone. Who knows what's going through his head, but for me sometimes when I get just filled with anxiety, it's guitar. It's just sitting down and just jamming and just...
Yeah, not even playing a song, just playing through something.
And we've had this scene at different spots of the game until we finally landed. It's this final moment.
Yeah, I think originally we were going to put it before the midpoint showdown of the game.
Right.
Oh, it plays so much better at the end.
Yeah, no, now you can't imagine it anywhere else once it's here.
Tu bois quoi?
Traded his soul for coffee.
T'en as trouvé où?
Les gens qui sont passés la semaine dernière.
I would do the
J'ai un
same.
peu honte de ce que j'ai dû donner en échange.
This is the most Ashley has ever pushed back on a scene.
Wait, really?
Which this was because originally it was written that they hug at the end of this scene, and you're like, I don't know if they would. I'm not sure like we could get all the way there. You were a sport about it, and we did two versions, one with a hug, one without a hug, and they were both very, very good. But ultimately, you were right. They're starting to forgive each other, but they're not fully there. Ultimately, makes it more tragic.
Yeah. I think that's why she goes on this journey, because it's just like it was never solved. Our relationship was never fixed.
Dina, vous êtes ensemble ou...
Non, c'était juste un baiser. Ça veut rien dire, elle voulait juste... Je sais pas ce qu'elle voulait.
Mais elle te plaît.
They just have like a father-daughter moment. Just this exchange about this crush that she has on this other girl, and Joel telling her like she would be lucky to have you. Again, he has unconditional love for Ellie, and that's what drives her mad. It'd be so much easier if he was just a complete piece of shit.
Oh yeah,
then you could just forget about him.
Yeah,
but you can't.
I mean, that's what's hard. I mean, she knows that he cares, and she knows that he does love her.
J'aurais dû mourir dans cet hôpital.
I also love that you bring it back to, we're talking around the thing that we need to talk about. And you doing all of these gestures to try to make it better is not what I want. I'm going to bring it back to what the issue is. And that's, I should have died in that hospital.
I also love watching...
Si on me donnait une chance de revenir en arrière à ce moment précis, je le referais sans hésitation.
N'empêche, je crois que je pourrais jamais te le pardonner. J'aimerais bien essayer.
Ça serait bien.
Ok. À plus tard.
Ouais.
Doesn't matter. It's just she knows there's other things in life that are more worth. Putting your focus on. It's interesting seeing since the game has come out. It's been out for a few years now. How many different interpretations there are for this leaving of the guitar here. Whether it's she's fully forgiven Joel, or whether she's fully forgiven Abby, or whether she's willing to move on, or whether she just doesn't want to be under Joel's shadows anymore. And when people always I don't know if you get this often, people often come to me and they want the answer. They're like, which one is it? Mm-hmm. And I'm like, it's all those things. It's all those things in some way. Like, people's minds are so complicated.
Yeah. I mean, I think it's what we've been talking about with grief and how that can sort of manifest in somebody.
I'll caveat by saying this is my own interpretation. And it doesn't mean that it's right. It's just mine. But sometimes you have so many triggers for trauma that you just need to let anything that might trigger you, you just have to let it go and start over.
I mean, how I felt in that moment of, it's easier just to not get close to people.
We know when we were writing this, we had so many conversations about leaving it on a hopeful note. And even though it's very dark, I do find it to be a hopeful note. It's left with that question of once you've committed all these atrocities yourself, can you come back from that? And we saw that Joel was able to. And then maybe Ellie could as well.
I remember when you guys told me that was going to happen, and I was very nervous. Man, what a journey.
It's a long game.
It's a long game.
I'm curious, how do you interpret her leaving the guitar behind Ashley? Because she could have taken it with her. She could learn to play left-handed.
I think that so much of it is... I feel like it's a lot of things. I feel like some of it is... Deserving is not the word that I'm looking for, but I feel like there's a part of Ellie that's like, you know what, this is part of a life that I had that I now have to kind of leave behind because of the choices that I've made and the things that I did. And I think it's going to be easier if I just leave it all and not have to go back and try to visit it every day. And I think also having if she did take the guitar with her, that would be a constant reminder of Joel.
Like it would be triggering.
It would be triggering in a way. And I think, if Ellie had therapy in this world, it probably would have ended differently. But as someone who knows, like when you go through stuff and you just kind of like trash compactor it down into your body and not deal with it, I think that's kind of where she's at. But kind of just like, if I leave it all behind, this is what I kind of deserve.
Do you think if she leaves the guitar behind, she's hoping that she will no longer have the...
Yeah, I think there's a little bit of that there. Of like, maybe if I don't have this reminder, I'll get over it. Because trying to find revenge and retribution that didn't fill that hole. What do you think it is? What do you guys think it is when you were thinking of leaving the guitar there? And specifically because...
Hi, I'm Neil Druckmann, and I was the director and co-writer.
Hi, my name is Hallie Gross, and I was the co-writer and narrative lead.
I'm Ashley Johnson, and I play Ellie.
Hi, I'm Troy Baker, and I played Joel.
This whole scene came about because we were trying to figure out how do we recap the previous game just enough for people that haven't played it, or might have been so many years they don't even remember it. So we thought, oh, Joel could confess to Tommy. It was important to get this final handoff of playing as Joel one last time as this beautiful